Hey guys, welcome back to the Juice Reacts channel. I know it's been a minute since you've seen my beautiful face on your screen. And that is because of multiple different things. One, I was running behind on my main channel and I needed to obviously keep up with that. And so I just kind of put this one on the back burner a little bit. But the main reason, the biggest reason why I kind of just went away for a month was I just didn't want to record, really. I didn't want to react to anything because I had the fear that I was going to get copyright. And I was going to do all that hard work of editing it and clipping it together and all that kind of stuff and putting it up and then just having it get either taken down or having to pull it down and re-upload it, re-edit it and re-upload it. It was starting to burn me out, basically. I was not excited to record anything on this channel because of fear of the copyright. So that's the main reason why I didn't upload anything. But I think I've gotten over it. I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll find out in the next coming weeks and months. But hopefully this channel can return to the active place that it was before all that started. But that's not the reason why this video is coming out. The reason this video is here is because it is time for me to do the top 10 list that we've all been waiting for. The top 10 list of all top 10 lists. This is the one that people have been wanting for millennia. It is the top 10 Rini moments. Yes, the top 10 moments from your favorite couple of High School Musical, the musical of the series, Ricky and Rini. I can't believe it either. We're finally here. And it's time to do the top 10. So I hope you guys are excited. Grab some popcorn and let's get started. Coming in at number 10, we've got ourselves a pretty important moment. This moment really sets the stage for Rini to think differently about Ricky and makes her think that maybe Ricky can change. Maybe Ricky's not this theater-hating, immature person that he was when I was dating him previously, and then during the summer when he obviously broke her heart. So this moment, number 10, is Rini sees Ricky practicing the dance moves, the dance routine, in the library with Carlos. Season 1, episode 2, Carlos and Ricky are going over the dance moves. Ricky had been practicing them throughout the night, and he goes in to the library in the corner to show Carlos, even though Carlos thinks he's going to mug him or something or attack him. Ricky goes in there to show Carlos the moves that he's been practicing, because obviously the day before, or however, whatever the distance is, the time difference, I think it's only a day, but whatever it is. Previously, when they were doing the first initial, like, rehearsing the dances, Ricky obviously didn't know any of the moves. It was a complete failure. He embarrassed himself. He embarrassed Rini. It was a train wreck, basically, to put it nicely. So Ricky then, since his whole goal of this joining the show is to get Rini back, he goes and he practices and he watches the movies, he rehearses the dances, then he goes and he shows Carlos what he's done. So Carlos obviously approves because he nailed the moves that he was supposed to nail. But what Ricky and Carlos didn't see, and more importantly what Ricky didn't see, is the fact that Rini had saw them. She, for some reason, was in the library. Well, it's not like people go to the library to study. She goes to the library, she happens to see them, she peeks her head around the corner of the bookshelf, and she sees them, and she smiles, and then she runs away, and that's when we get transition into her and Ashlyn singing Wondering. But that moment is the first moment of the season where Nini doesn't hate Ricky, or where Nini starts to realize that Ricky might be able to change. And so that's really the tipping point. That's not the tipping point. That's the starting point of this whole saga that is season 1 of their relationship. Number 9. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. So number 9, during the Thanksgiving episode, at the very beginning, Nini does say, Ricky looks really good today. So that is going to be number 9. Ricky looks really good today. Season 1, episode 7. Nini says that to the camera, to us, after they just got done doing the rehearsal of one of the songs. What song is it? Is it the opening song? I can't remember exactly what the opening song is, or what the song is they're rehearsing. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly. I can kind of see it, but I can't exactly. I think it's. What is it? I feel like I should be able to get this. Is it What I've Been Looking For? No. It started something new. I feel like it started something new. They're rehearsing started something new. I feel like they are. But I don't know. Anyway, that's not the point. So after they get done doing that, then Nini, and the bell rings and everything, and Nini looks to camera, and she says, Ricky looks really good. She says other things, but she says, Ricky looks really good today. So you're starting to see the progression of Nini starting to flip that switch. And by this point, by episode 7, she's already past EJ. They've already broken up. She's done with that. So now she's confused. She's by herself. Well, she got Courtney, but she's single. And Ricky's right there, and Ricky's really trying. Ricky's really putting in the work in the show. And it's starting to change some things in Nini, change her mind a little bit. So that is number 9. Number 8. Ooh, number 8. Number 8 is Nini is the perfect gift. Nini is the perfect gift is going to be number 9 on the top 10 list, or number 8 on the top 10 list, excuse me, because Ricky had owed Nini a song for a while. He was going to sing her the song at the opening night, but obviously things happened that never worked out, and then he obviously confesses his love for her and yada yada yada. But then we get to season 2 episode 1, which is like a combination of Christmas and New Year's, and during the Christmas portion of that episode, they exchange gifts. Nini gives Ricky a skateboard, and Ricky gives Nini this song, A Perfect Gift, which, to be fair, is one of the better Ricky Bowen songs in the entire series. I don't know if it's the best, obviously, because as we get progressively through the season 3, season 4, he obviously comes up with a lot better songs. Finally Free, obviously, is one of them. Many other ones. But Perfect Gift, at its time, was probably the best Ricky Bowen song in the entire series. Because season 1, he didn't really get a ton of love as a solo person, because they weren't, like, for some reason, in his range. It was weird. It was weird. He had some good songs. I'm not saying he didn't have any good songs. But Perfect Gift, at the time, probably was considered the best Ricky Bowen solo. And the moment where he he says that he's going to sing this song, and then the whole thing, and then they've got the flashes, the cutaways to, like, they're building a snowman, they're having a snowball fight, they're putting up ornaments on the Christmas tree, they're drinking hot cocoa, like all this different stuff, and then obviously it culminates with them on the front porch kissing. It warms the heart, and it makes you want to believe in love, basically. So that is why The Perfect Gift, Ricky singing that to Nini, is going to be my number 8 on the list. Number 7, another musical entry on the list. This is going to be Just for a Moment. And yes, I know, this is the top 10 moments, not top 10 songs, but, I mean, it has it has moment in the title of the song. And it's the whole moment. The whole moment is the song, because you get the start on opening night, you get them, it's like a montage of everybody getting ready for the opening act of the show. And you got the voiceover of Ricky and Nene singing just for a moment as everybody's getting ready. They're running around, and you get that little moment of Ricky practicing some of the dance moves for, I'm assuming it was for Get Your Head in the Game. He was practicing some of the dance moves with the ball with Carlos, and Nene's in the background, and she's walking with Courtney, and she hesitates. She stands there, and she stares at Ricky, and then Courtney comes back, and they walk away. But there's that little moment during the song, and then obviously you got the whole group scene where they're all holding hands, getting ready for having one final moment before they get ready for opening night, or they go out on stage to start the play, and you get first Ricky staring at Nene, but with her eyes closed, and then Ricky closes his eyes and Nene stares back at him. So you got this little like tension between, they're not going to see each other, but they are both kind of into each other, but neither of them really know that because they didn't see each other look at like it's this whole thing that they're building up the tension and all this stuff, and it's just really wonderful. And Just for the Moment is really a good song too. It's one of the better songs of season 1. So that's what equals number 7 on this list, Just for a Moment, from season 1, episode number 9. Now we are into the top 6. Number 6 on the list. This one's gonna tug at some heartstrings. Number 6 is Nene says, let me get into character first. You can always talk to me. Anytime. About anything. Okay? So that is number 6. It's from season 1, episode 4. It's when Ricky finds out that his parents are obviously splitting up, getting a divorce. Is it said that they're getting I think it is, yeah, they said that they're getting a divorce. But do they actually ever go through with it? Because obviously in season 4 they get back together. Do they ever actually go through with the divorce? I don't know if it ever specifically said. I know they separate, obviously, because Lynn goes to Chicago, and obviously Mike stays with Ricky, and they move into that smaller apartment. I don't know if it actually ever says that they get a divorce. Like it's written down in paper that they actually got divorced. I don't know. But Ricky dealing with all those emotions obviously is going to be very, very difficult. He doesn't know what to do. He's going through the whole episode. He's upset. He doesn't know where to go. And then he finally ends up at Nene's house. He wants to stay the night because he tries to stay the night with Big Red. But how do you... Big Red reveals that he has a sleep apnea machine. And he has, white noise machine that plays like rainforest and animal noises and stuff. How do you, if you're best friends with him since kindergarten, how do you not know that he has that stuff? Which that's just a little nitpick thing for me. But anyway, he tries to sleep there. He can't do it. So he gets up, he leaves. He ends up going to Nene's house. And Nene had just found out that EJ stole her phone and listened to the voicemail that Ricky sent Nene earlier. So she already broke up with EJ and she's done with that. And she says to her mom, she's having the worst day ever. She can't handle anymore. And then obviously Nene's mom says, I think Ricky's day has been a little worse. And she tells her that Ricky's parents are separating, they're getting divorced, and he needs a place to stay for the night. So they go forward. Ricky gets changed into the Salt Lake City Pride shirt, and they have this moment where Ricky's crying. He's upset, obviously, and he says that it's really hard to talk with this stuff with anybody else, but not her. It's easy to talk to her about it. And then she delivers that line, you can always talk to me about anything, anytime, okay. I said that a little weird. Okay. So it's a really good moment because then it leads to them hugging and almost kissing, but not kissing. And then Ricky obviously leaves because he can't handle that either. So he just goes away and he goes back home and the episode ends. So that moment's really important because it's the first moment that they have together where they're not like at each other's throats or angry with each other or trying to get into a relationship with each other. Like they're back to being like friends because Nini says, we're friends still, and you can talk to me about anything. And so it's like the first moment since they broke up that you really see the friendship that had started before they obviously started dating. So it's a really important moment in this whole saga. Top 5 now. I'm super excited about this. Top 5. Number 5. Oh, number 5 is the juicy one. Number 5 is Ricky and Nini's almost kiss during tech rehearsal. That's right. We go to tech rehearsal, episode 8 of season 1. Obviously you have the fire during Thanksgiving in the auditorium, so they have to find out or find a new place. They go to the what's it called? The something theater. I can't remember what it's called. You guys know I'm bad with names. I cannot remember the name of the theater they go to, but whatever. It's a rundown theater, hasn't been used in a while, and that's where they're thinking about doing the play now, because they have to have it in an auditorium, so they're gonna do it there. And so they go there, they realize how janky it is and how kind of disgusting it is, but they're trying to get it fixed, and they're doing their tech rehearsal. They're getting all the sound equipment correct and the lighting and all that kind of stuff. And then Nini and Ricky go off into a separate room to rehearse their lines. They rehearse the lines on the rooftop in movie number 1, where Troy and Gabriella are talking about the whole, like, they're talking about the whole I didn't think that I would enjoy singing with anybody, but I enjoyed singing with you, and all that kind of stuff. So they go in there, they have this whole argument. It starts to get a little heated, but then it calms down. They start to reminisce about the good times, and Ricky says that he didn't mean to throw up on her shoes during the was it a roller coaster or Ferris wheel, something crazy that they did. He threw up on her shoes, and then she says, I needed new shoes, and all this stuff. They like reminisce, they have a good time, but then Ricky says, I should have said I love you during the first episode when she plays him that Instagram song. And that changes the whole entire mood. And then it gets awkward. And then they sit down on the piano seat, and they talk about all these different things. And then Ricky says, they mention something about Disney World and Minnie Mouse, and Nini says, yes, Minnie Mouse, your first crush. And Ricky says, not my first crush. And then it gets real intense, because then they stare at each other, and Nini puts her hand on his cheek, and they get closer, but then, boom, Big Red shows up, and he asks them about what's non-fat pizza or soy cheese pizza, something like that. I think he's asking about soy cheese pizza, and then they freak out, they get embarrassed, they get like, oh no, we weren't doing anything, yeah, that sounds good, yeah, whatever, yeah. So that is a huge moment, because that is episode 8. We still got 2 episodes left, but we've already seen this almost kiss where they're like, oh, are we going to get back together? Like, what's going to happen here? What if they would have kissed? What if Big Red didn't show up? Then what's going to happen? Like, would they have gone through with it? Would they have kissed each other? And then would it have been even more awkward? Like, who knows what would have happened during that moment if Big Red didn't show up? But that just shows you that throughout these first 7 episodes, we're starting to see the build. So we had the teardown of their relationship, but then slowly, episode by episode, we had the repair of the episode, or the relationship, the slow climb back up to the top of the episode, or top of the relationship each episode. And then we get to episode 8, and they have this moment, and it's pretty awkward, and it's wonderful. And then we go to episode 9 and episode 10, and obviously we know what happens. Number 4 on the list. Oh, your guys are going to love this one. This one is Nini and Ricky are breaking free. Season 1, episode 10, Nini and Ricky are breaking free, because obviously Breaking Free is the name of the final song of the play. And, well, the final between Troy and Gabriella. It's the culmination of the movie. And Nini, obviously, Ricky can't do it. He quits the play during the first act because he had seen his mom and Todd, during, is it during Get Your Head in the Game? I think it was during Get Your Head in the Game. So he quits the play. He's all shook. He can't do it. And then he tells EJ that EJ needs to do it. So EJ goes out there. He does it. Obviously, he didn't tell Nene about this because Nene was busy doing, obviously, her own stuff with Gabriella. So they couldn't communicate about this. So Ricky just leaves. He can't do the play anymore. So EJ comes in to fill the shoes. And Nene's not happy about this. And then when they get to breaking free, EJ says that I'm not the Troy that you really want. So then he leaves, and Nene, because Ricky and Gina are standing at the door watching the play from like the fan perspective. And then Nene grabs her phone, turns on the flash, and she goes up and she starts singing Breaking Free to Ricky, trying to entice Ricky back into the show, because we're starting to see Nene's progression back into liking Ricky. We already knew Ricky liked Nene, but now we've got this whole Nene likes Ricky again. So she does this. She persuades him to get back in. She says, "Look at me, Ricky. Look at me." And then pulls him back in. They break free. They sing the song. It's wonderful. It's amazing. And it's the best part of season number 1. So when they're singing up there, they get, obviously, almost to kiss again. And then that leads to what we get in the dressing room later on. We'll get to that in a second. So that's number 4 on the list. Number 3. This is what I was just talking about. Number 3 is Ricky confesses his love to Nene. That's right. Ricky confesses his love. So they go back after the play is over. They go into the dressing room, and Nene's getting changed. Obviously, she's ready to go. And Ricky comes in, and they're talking. It's kind of awkward. And then Nene's about to leave, and Ricky turns around and he says, "I love you." And it's heartbreaking that it took this long, but it's heartwarming that it actually happens. So Ricky goes through this whole speech about how he's loved her forever. He should have said "I love you" during that Instagram video when he should have said it that time, and he's regretted ever since, and he loves all the little tiny things about her and all the weird things about her, he loves everything about her, basically, and he runs out of things to say, and Nene says, "You know what happens when people run out of things to say in movies? They kiss." And then, boom! It's the kiss that we've been waiting for the entire season. It builds up. It's wonderful. It's magical. It's majestic. It's the thing we've been waiting for forever. All of our build up, all of the tension that we had the first 9 episodes finally leads to this moment, the climactic moment where they get back together, and it's amazing. And obviously they exchange the opening night gifts, where Ricky gives her the guitar pick that says "Freaky Math Girl," and Nene gives Ricky the necklace that says "Freaky Callback Boy." So they exchange the opening night gifts, and they're back together, and it's wonderful, and it's amazing, and it's the best thing in the entire world, and we love it. Number 2 on the list is Ricky finally kissing Nene. So we had the love. We had the confession of love as number 3, but I really think that both of those moments you can separate both of those moments into their own separate moment, which I've done right here. So number 3 is him confessing his love, but number 2, the more important thing, is the actual kiss. Yes, their confession of the love is obviously important, because you would need that to lead to the kiss, but then you get the actual kiss, they embrace, they kiss, and it finally, you finally relax, because they've finally done it. After 9 episodes of will they, won't they, you finally get it. You finally get the payoff to the tease that is this whole breakup that they had in the beginning of the season. So it's a wonderful moment. They exchange the gifts, like I said, and then they obviously go to leave and go talk to the fans that they had from the play. They want their Nene's grandma wants to take pictures and all that kind of stuff. So it leads up to that moment, and it's pretty wonderful. So that is 2 through 10 of the top 10 moments of this relationship. And number 1, I think you're going to love the most. So we've built up this entire relationship, the entire Rini relationship, through these 9 moments, but it all culminates with this number 1 moment. What could it be? Do you have your guesses? What could my number 1 moment be? I've already said some pretty important things, so what am I missing out on? I don't know. I guess we'll find out right here as number 1 in the top 10 Rini moments of High School Musical, the series. They break up. Yes, I know. They break up. I had to do it to you. I had to lead it on this entire way just to get to this moment. You probably believed me there for a little bit. You probably believed me that I actually enjoyed this relationship and that I actually was on board with it. And this was actually a serious video. No. This was all leading up to this. Did you look that this video was posted on April 1st? April Fool's Day, everybody. Come on. Some of you might have caught on to that, but this relationship was doomed to fail from the beginning. So the number 1 moment is the moment it ends. They break up in Nini's treehouse. It is honestly a sad moment. It's pretty emotional, tugs at the heartstrings. It is a sad moment in its own right, but we knew it was for the best because they were toxic to each other. It was a toxic relationship. It was never going to work, and obviously we all know, everybody, including me, Rena for life, baby. Rena for life. So that's why in the earlier entry when I said Gina instead of Nini, I kind of panicked for a second because like I can't be saying Gina when I'm talking about Rini. So the whole thing about this video was I wanted to make you think that I was actually on board with the Rini relationship. I wanted to play a prank on you guys. This is my April Fool's prank to you. But we all know Rena for life. We all know Ricky and Gina are the power couple of all power couples. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. So I hope I got a couple of you guys. I don't know if I did. Maybe you guys knew from the beginning that I was never being truthful about this. You may have noticed the different cuts in the video, and like the different like hard cuts from transitioning to different things. And that's because I had broken down laughing because I couldn't keep a straight face talking about some of this stuff. So there's a little bit of a blooper reel at the end from those moments that you guys will be able to see. I put together a little blooper thing that you guys will be able to see about me laughing about talking about this list, because it's the most unserious list I've ever done, but it's the best list I've ever done, because I know there's people out there that are going to believe me on this list. They're going to actually believe that I'm being serious when I'm talking about this, because I was trying my best to really get into it and be emotional with it and try to really make you believe that I was being serious when I was talking about some of these different entries. Like when I talked about the Ricky looks good today, and the you can always talk to me about anything thing. Like I was trying to really make you believe. I was trying to sell it to you that I was being dead serious. This is true. This is how I feel. But obviously we know that's not how I feel. So I hope I got a couple of you guys. I know there's gonna be somebody out there that falls for it. So until you build up to number one, and then you get this whole reveal. So I hope you enjoyed this little April Fool's prank. I hope I got a couple of you. I don't know if I did or not. It's okay if I didn't. I know you guys already know how I feel about Rini, so maybe you guys won't be fooled at all. But hopefully you enjoyed the little blooper reel at the end of me just breaking character and breaking down laughing about some of these entries that when I was creating this list, I was just dying laughing at some of the things I was coming up with, some of the entries I was putting in here, because they're just so crazy and so stupid and so hilariously bad that I had to put them on there. That's why I titled them the way that I titled them, because I tried to title them in the most annoying way possible, the most vomit-inducing way possible that you guys would really enjoy. So that is going to do it for this top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I will have a more official top 10 list coming out in the near future where it's not a prank. I actually believe these things that I have on the top 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, I can't wait for this. Oh, I can't keep this up. I can't keep this up. Okay. Whew. I can't say that with a straight face. I can't say that with a straight face, can I? Okay, I can say this with a straight face. He's the perfect guy. Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay. Did I really just say it makes you believe in love? Oh god, this is gonna be fantastic. This is gonna be absolutely fantastic. Okay. The best part of season 1. Oh my god, you guys are gonna hate this. Oh, you guys are going to absolutely hate this. This is the best. Okay. I said Gina in there. Oh, this is gonna be the best. This is going to be the absolute best video I've ever done. Oh man.